Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Time to Roll's Campaign 1. This is episode 27. We have a lot to get into today, but I just want to give you guys a little bit of a reminder that our merch store is open again. This time, a link should be down in the panels if you want to click on that. It's time to roll www.timetorole.com. So go check that out if you want to help support us directly, and start so we could start putting more money into the stream. If you want to do that, that'd be great. But I think that's it for any sort of announcements. If you want to check us out on the podcast, you could do that. You know the deal by now. But all the links will be down in the panels if you're here watching live on Twitch, and if you're watching this on YouTube, the link should be in the description. So let's just hop right into it. Oh no, there it is.
Oh my god, I am so glad I didn't get a sip in on that one.
Should it be live?
We are live.
Yes, you are.
All right, guys. Now's not the time to talk about the new channel.
What?
We'll discuss it later.
No, yeah, we'll discuss it later.
Yeah, we'll tell you later.
What did Bingo bring back that's long and hard?
It looks like a wine bottle opener.
A laptop stand or tablet stand.
So you're not gonna get drunk to the point where you can't remember your conversations, Bingo?
No promises.
That's Todd.
No, that is the goal not to.
Yeah.
I am going to have a drink, singular.
No drinking through the entire stream.
Well, it's a little late for Todd.
Yeah, little.
No, I mean no drinking. Period. No water. Nothing.
Oh no, that's not happening. Do
Yeah.
you want me to do you want me to
stream?
Okay, so let's go ahead and get going on this bit of a recap, because Austin, you haven't been here, and it's good to have a little recap. But the last time you guys left off, you were able to successfully fight off and save multiple people down the basement of the Short Arm Gang's Riverside hideout. You're able to successfully save a bronze dragon, a small bronze dragon that eventually would lead you back to the Royal Library, and eventually, through his magical abilities, help you at the very least connect and figure out where Elara has been for the last couple of days. You have found out that she is not with the Short Arm Gang, but sitting somewhere in a different reality, or a different realm of existence, known as the Serenity's Grove, or the Serene Grove, depending on the name of whoever calls it that. But you found out that she has been captured into the wicked games of basically a god named Unara, the land serpent, and you were told by this bronze dragon that Unara just happens to be his mother, and to be careful with her, because she has a very keen way of bewitching and trapping mortals into her plane. You were told that Elara will be going through trials and tasks that basically will determine her fate on whether or not she's allowed to come back to your mortal plane. You spoke briefly with Leon about this matter, and that is when Ori had a fun little interaction inside of a side room in the Royal Library with Ori, your the deity that has been clinging on to your existence for the last couple of years. You were then told by Leon to go get some rest, and we will figure out how to potentially plane jump and or save Elara in the morning. So we're starting here in the morning. Next day, you guys have had a long rest. So spell slots and HP are fully revived, and the day is yours. What would you want? What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna make a second Cloak of the Manta Ray to start the day.
Cool. Make sure you mark that down.
Already did.
Okay.
Start my morning with a healthy breakfast.
Okay.
Roll like that.
You guys are at the you guys went back to the inn, right? So it's the Black
Yep.
Snakes Inn, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you guys are there. You did pay for 2 nights, or no, I think it was 2 nights when you first came in, telling the half orc worker there that you'd be staying multiple nights potentially, but you only paid for 2. For breakfast in the morning, if everyone's going to be eating breakfast, make sure you just mark off a silver. And we'll go ahead and get some ambiance going for the sake of this.
I'm gonna mark off 2 silver because Ori tips now.
Oh, or Ori has is starting a new trend in Ammriel, specifically Sylvania, of a new tipping culture. Now everybody who works for a restaurant establishment is going to get paid horrendously less.
Wow.
You've started this. No.
Live with your decision.
Ori can't see into the future,
No.
and he thinks he's doing a good thing.
So, you guys all sit down for breakfast. Is there anything else that you would want to do this morning? Preparation, anything like that? The day's yours. As far as you know, you're in a waiting pattern with Elara.
I would like to go buy a few things.
Okay, so you're gonna head to a shop.
I am in search of health potions.
Oh, you're looking for health potions. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
All right. And yeah, you guys did just get, well, in story terms, you guys did just get paid a few days ago by Leon. So,
I already spent most of it.
it's been
I haven't spent hardly anything.
it's been like 2 months since you guys actually got paid, shockingly enough, but
It's been a while.
it's been a while.
Question.
I still have some plans.
Answer.
How long has it been since we landed? Do we need to go let the airship captain know that we're kind of in a holding pattern at the moment with Elara?
So that wouldn't hurt. It's been, I'm trying to count days here. It has been roughly 5 days. No, sorry. It has been, you guys had about a week of downtime in between that. So it's been about 2 weeks since you've arrived here in Artemis. However, remember when you were just a day ago or 2 days ago, when you're in Carrot Town besieging the short arm gang, you guys did send a message through the sending stone that you're trying to find Elara. And so and the captain joyfully said, "No problem. Dealing with my own bullshit here in the city." And you guys he said that you have up to 3 weeks, Doc. So you're coming up on roughly, you probably have about 6-7 days left before you'd have to really start worrying about the deadlines with the captain.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to procure some more health potions, so I feel like that would be good for most of us.
Okay. All right. So there are a few places in town that you could go shopping in. There's the King's Crest Bazaar, which is just south of the Royal Plaza. There is a few shops next to the Skyport. There's a few shops up in the Royal Plaza near the Skyport and the Royal Library that are more high end. The King's Crest Bazaar is primarily a common man's bazaar where all sorts of wares are being sold. There are, you would also know, just being in the city, assuming that some of you explored a little bit over the last couple of days, or last week or so. In Old Artemis, there is some antique shops and old weapons shops over in Old Artemis. But it really just depends on where you'd want to go. There are also a couple shops over by the Coliseum in the southern portion of the city. So
There's a Coliseum.
there is a Coliseum, yes.
That's cool.
You're gonna go fight?
Maybe.
In the back of the head.
I think we can start at the bazaar.
Okay. Who all is going to be going to the bazaar with Zane? I know Ori said he wanted to, but anybody else?
I'll tag along.
Okay.
If everybody is going, I'll go. But otherwise, I'm gonna kind of stay where I think it is, quote unquote, safe.
Right.
In the tavern.
I always forget that Vaten's not one for big cities.
Yeah, not so much.
Is there like a toy store nearby?
With a little bit of looking around, you could probably find one. Yeah. It is the capital city of one of the largest countries. So.
Okay. On the way, Ori would like to stop in one.
Okay.
But we can do the health potions first.
Sounds good. Okay, so you guys make your way to the bazaar. It takes about from where you're at, which just so looking on the map, the Black Snake's Inn is just to the north of the Royal Library. The bazaar is to the south of the Royal Plaza, so it'd take you probably about a 25-minute walk, just given the scope of this city. But walking along, you see all sorts of people of all different races and backgrounds, just working their way through their daily lives, completely unaware of what's been going on in your lives. But you do make it to the King's Crest Bazaar after a while, and immediately you're faced with just this wild array of different colored tents and different all sorts of people all around. It was quite a busy morning. It's probably around 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning. And you're looking for health potions. I'd say after probably about 5 minutes searching, you do see a little stand. It's probably good 10 feet wide, and there is a small little halfling girl manning this stand, and immediately you see her handing out what looks like a glass jar to a passerby that has a sword on his back.
Little girl, do you have any health potions for sale here?
I'm not little.
Well,
I'm pretty big for my race, thank you.
relative,
little.
you know.
Young lady, I think he's trying to be polite.
Right. Well, I don't. Health potions.
I know, it's a concept not a lot of people are aware of.
I don't have health potions.
What do you have?
Ooh, these are my own little mixtures for sale.
And what do those little mixtures do?
Some give you warts, some give you horns, some can make you invisible for a while.
Do any of them
Really?
let you travel to other planes?
I don't think I have any of those.
Ugh.
You make these yourself?
Why, yes. I'm an alchemist after all.
Do you use cadableness?
What's
Where
that?
are you from?
Oh, where am I from? Oh, from here. I was born, raised.
You looking to refine your craft a little more?
Why would I want to do that? My craft works perfectly fine.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it could always be better.
Well, I don't. No, I'm good.
You
I make
sounds
plenty
the
of
way it
money
works.
here, thank you. I also sell. I also sell some remedies to standard afflictions like headaches and little bumps and bruises, pain ointments.
Anything to make people sleep or stop breathing?
I don't know about stop breathing,
Ori will just look at you.
but I do have a sleeping potion.
Does it work on big hairy creatures?
She immediately looks at you and looks at Ori. Are you talking about him?
No bigger.
No, much, 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 much bigger.
This is these are primarily meant for like being a sleep aid for human-sized folk, you know.
So this guy would take like 6 of them?
Oh, good. Probably a good 2 doses, 3 doses would get him to completely knock out, you know, just hit the ground, passed out. Yeah. But he'd wake up after a while. How much? Ooh, so we got to buy her. For you, if you buy, well, how much do you want? How many do you want?
Enough for 3 nights.
Okay, so I'd say I give you a pack of 10 of them, which would sell me out of this, but that's fine. Let's do the math. I'll give you a little discount because you're buying in bulk. Yeah, I'll give you another 10 gold off just because you're first real customer of the day. That would be for 10 pack of 10, probably 75 gold.
Or you will take out platinum and slide it to her.
How many?
Just one.
Just one. Let's worth 10
Wait,
gold.
how much?
She said
Oh,
70. She said 75.
Then 8.
Oh, okay. Well, let me get you your change.
Not needed.
Are you
Make it
sure?
simpler.
What's your name, mister?
Greg.
Greg. Good to meet you, Greg. My name's Andrea. Well, if you ever want to come back, Greg, I gotta, could probably have more of this probably made up in the next couple of days if you want more of it, if you really like it.
So it was
Andrea,
10. What do I mark that as? Just potions of...
They're what are considered, Andrea's sleeping concoction. So, I will send you the official typed out description of them after the session. But basically, what they can do is that one dose will knock out a humanoid size or human size or elf sized person for 8 hours, giving them essentially giving them a free induced long rest. So where you couldn't normally fall asleep during the day because of battle or whatever, but you want to induce sleep, this will give you essentially a free long rest during the day if you wanted to sleep during the day. This also aids anybody that has sleeping problems, so insomnia, elves that can't fall asleep at night normally. It's primarily meant for that.
you've said elves twice.
Yeah, elves technically
Elves
don't
sleep.
Elves technically don't need to sleep.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure you're.
No, it's purposeful.
I have a question for you, young lady.
We're the only ones here, so answer away or ask away.
Well, you said that my furry friend here was the first customer of the day.
Oh, no. First real customer of the day. Someone's willing to spend a little bit more extra cash, or coin.
Oh, I was just wondering, what did that gentleman before us? You gave him something.
Oh, he bought my special brew, and she kind of winks at you.
What's the special brew? Can you tell me?
And she's going to whisper into your ear, Fatty. She's going to step up on a little step stool and whisper into your ear. Check your DMs in just a second.
Can I roll a perception?
Yeah. We'll see if she can. You have to be I guess it would be stealth. You have to be a 22 to listen in on this because she rolled really fucking high.
I cannot beat that.
Neither can I.
I only have a +1, so
I have a +3, but it was still really bad.
I'll roll
And
anyway.
I'm not
just to
there.
see what I get. Yeah, that's 15. Nope.
Yeah, I have my DMs up. The last one is from Giant Rats. What the fuck are you doing? Please explain.
Let the record show I did not say that.
Today.
What the fuck are you doing? Please stop. For the love of God.
I'm typing it out now.
I can see little dots.
More dots, more dots.
More dots.
Okay, stop dots.
Okay, can you guys see my arm?
-50 DKP.
Yeah.
It hurts from here to here. It's just like in pain. There's nothing. It hurts when I touch the skin. I can flex. It doesn't bother me. And I just coming. It hurts.
You just gotta get a
Is it
little
rubber
Dutch
around the
rudder
elbows?
action going, Todd. That'll help you.
Get some what?
Dutch rudder action going.
Blaine? Oh. Where's Tiny when I need him?
Is it?
Okay.
Wondering if it's carpal tunnel.
Does it hurt
Maybe.
around your elbows? Maybe.
Is it your joints or your skin?
It's the like the forearm and the skin, but there's no rash. There's no.
Could just be a random sensitivity. Sometimes happens to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
die.
There you go, Todd.
Are you a medical person?
This is
I
what
know.
she.
That's
This is.
why I'm asking.
She whispers to you everything except for what the last sentence.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How much are these?
You could have one of them for 25 gold, my man.
If I bought 3, how many could I have?
Or how much you can. Oh, I'd say I'd give you a good 15 gold discount.
I'll take 3, please.
How about buy 2, get 1 free?
Make a persuasion check, Ori.
Oh, it's Greg.
Well, Zach speaking.
I'll put parentheses Greg. I'm just gonna say Greg for everyone he doesn't know. What's my persuasion? Oh, +5. 11.
Yeah, and 60 gold there, buddy.
All right, I pay her 60 gold and I wink.
Okay. And she'll just nod at you and wink back. Make sure you use those responsibly now.
Oh, I will. I will.
Don't get caught.
He will. He will.
Anything else for you, fine people, today?
Nope.
You sell toys.
I do not. But you said you're looking for healing potions, like actual potions of healing. I would check up in the Royal Plaza. That's where they sell those the fancy potions and stuff.
Fair enough.
Well, oh, and you're looking for toys. There might be random toys spread out throughout the bazaar. By the way, this is more for the common folk. You know, knickknacks and household items, and for me, I just happen to specialize in certain oddities and potions and little like ointments and stuff for healing. So there's people all throughout this bazaar that
You
could help
said
you.
knickknacks?
Oh yes, I do. Well, I don't do knickknacks, but there's all sorts of home items like clocks and different machine works when it comes to like gear works. I guess there's clocks. There's I know somebody down the line sells like a triggered mechanism blade.
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't walk around a lot. I have to tend to the store. I'm the only one here, so
Is there also patty wax here?
I don't know what that is. But probably.
Is there a store that sells toys that adults like?
Oh, you're looking for you
Don't
scandalous one. You. I would check the Royal Plaza for that.
Oh, Lord.
What about stuff that goes boom?
Like bombs or
Did I
fireworks.
say?
Gunpowder.
I like the first word you used.
Maybe somebody sells explosives here in the bazaar. I don't know. There's people coming in and out all the time. They set up new tents every day. So I'd search through and maybe you'll find something.
Well, thank you very much. Trust me, I will use these appropriately.
Oh, and if you get caught, you didn't get them from me.
Who are you?
Ah, exactly.
I genuinely forgot your name.
It's Andrea.
I know. I have written.
Okay, okay. Just I didn't know if that was Nate talking or
Or-
Ori talking.
Or you generally forgot her name.
This is my friend Blake.
I thought he was Greg.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, Greg.
I don't think all of us are being honest here, but I'm not going to hold you to that. You guys have a wonderful day.
You two the same.
Have a decent day.
I'll take it. Okay. So you guys are. What else are you looking for? You're looking for
We're gonna
toys.
wander down the bazaar for toys before we go anywhere else.
I'm gonna
Or
say.
he's also gonna look for something to clean his hooves.
Okay.
The buildup of dirt and mud is irritating.
For the sake of time, because we did start a little late, you are able to find a kind of like a woodworking shop that has all matters of chisels and scrapers and files and stuff that would work perfectly with digging out your hooves of any dirt that is inside of it.
He'll get something to dig out the dirt and mud and a file.
Okay. So to dig it out, little spike type deal. For a wood, you'd have to buy a woodworking tool set. But if you're trying to buy less than that, I'm gonna say a la carte tools. Mark off.
How much is a woodworking tool set?
Actually, I think it's 30 gold. I'd have to look.
It's a little pricey for me.
I'd have to look it up. Hold on. Woodworking set 5e.
Or you can get into whittling.
It's carpenter's tools. That's the name of it. Actually, no. It's only 8 gold for carpenter's
Okay,
tools.
he'll just get carpenter's tools.
Okay. Yeah. So mark down eight gold and put a carpenter's tools inside your inventory. I will. So that includes a chisel, a file, a small handsaw, and I think it also includes like a poker, like one of the sharp little like dot makers. Yeah,
Is that just like 10 pounds or
6 pounds.
6? Okay.
Okay. So you find that, and you're looking for toys. You make a perception check for me if you want to have people aiding you. Roll it with
I will
advantage.
assist.
Yeah, roll it with advantage.
Okay. God damn it. Well, 15's not bad, I guess.
After some searching around, you do find what looks to be a tent full of small wooden toys and knickknacks. Some look to be crudely put together dolls.
Is there a red goblin doll?
Not that you can see,
Is
But-
there a red doll?
just a red doll in general.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yeah, sure. There's a little tiny, like about half the size of Elara doll, like almost like one of those like full size children dolls. But looks to be it looks to be like almost like either a halfling or a small elf or something with pointy ears, a kid with pointy ears, and it's wearing red and the skin is like slightly rose colored. But that's probably the closest thing that you could get to have being like a full on red like toy.
Alright, Ori will pick that up and buy it.
Okay. It's a gold.
Damn, dude.
For a
Is he
doll?
going broke?
Must be a damn good doll.
It's a hand carved wooden and hand painted doll. So that is clothed in what seems to be hand stitched clothing.
There's some third party Transformers type shit. Yeah, okay. He will buy that and tie it to the top of his head, and he'll tie the rope from the doll to like his horns.
Easy enough. You guys now see Ori with this doll just kind of like tied up like onto his horns. Just wherever you first glanced up, you'd immediately think, "Oh, it's Elara," but no, it's just this tiny little doll.
I'll just lightly pat you on the back as we start walking up towards the plaza.
It's so sad and cute at the same time.
Ori, by the way,
Like I
Ori
said-
has looked sad from the start of the day. He's not doing great.
Hit me right in the feels.
Damn. Okay.
For a little mall.
I'm sure we can maybe fix it.
Anyone got an enlargement spell?
She does.
Vaten does.
It only works for a minute though.
A minute more of slight happiness.
Oh.
I could maybe like get something together to make the ears bigger.
Actually, real quick, is there like a sewing kit with cloth?
I don't know how much a sewing kit would be, but cloth.
Not like a whole kit, but just like
Like
needle, thread,
needle and
some
thread.
cloth.
I don't know necessarily how much that would cost. I'm just gonna say sure. You found it as you're walking through the bazaar. What color of thread do you want?
Red
Red.
and cloth. Hopefully red too.
Okay. With a needle, I'm gonna say to procure all that with a needle and thread and cloth. Probably 5 silver.
Okay.
Just with the attempt not to try to look up individual items because who cares? It's just it's
I
just
guess-
a one-off
I guess
thing.
like- I guess like scissors too.
Okay, well then add another silver for that, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or you will attempt later tonight to make bigger ears and attach them on.
That's adorable, but okay. All right, so you guys make it up to the Royal Plaza, and it's you've been here quite a few times, and every single time you do come up here, you do get a little bit of a side eye from the Royal Guard, but they do know that you are working under Leon, so you get no issues. As you walk up, there is a few magic shops here. Specifically, there is an alchemy shop right here, and there is an actual magic shop right next to it right here. So that's what you guys are looking for, obviously.
Yeah.
So you walk in, you immediately see a sign that's hanging down that has a little potion drawn onto it, like a little wooden sign that has a potion insignia like carved into it, and then underneath it it says it says owned by one of the esteemed leaders of the Alchemist Guild.
All right.
So you
Yeah, let's get on in there.
You walk in, and immediately you recognize the race of person that's sitting behind the counter. It is they have very dark gray feathers coming down their body and on their face with a very pale white face. This is an Owlin. And immediately you walk in, and he just goes, "Oh, hello. Welcome to my shop. How can I help you?"
Yeah, I am looking for health potions
Oh, you came to the
for
right
me
place.
and my compadres.
How many were you looking for, and to what degree?
Well, what do you got?
Oh, I have all sorts. Ask away, and I probably have it.
What's the best ones you got?
Well, those are, let me see here, and he'll, like, kind of, like, turn around. You'll immediately, as soon as he turns around, you see Zane, you're used to Owlins because of your friendship and relationship with Archer. You immediately he turns around. You immediately notice his wings are a lot smaller than your average Owlin. They're a lot closer to his body, and they're not nearly as wide and magnificent as most Owlin wings are. almost looks like they were another thing that you notice with your passive perception. They almost look tattered. The wings, the feathers he does have on his wings, almost look like they've either been singed off or cut off to some degree. Definitely looks a little tattered. But he's wearing nice long green robes, and seems to be minding his own business as he looks. I need to pull up my table for potions, so sorry. Give me a second. It's in here somewhere. Did I save that in my D&D folder? Or did I save it in my normal folder? I think it's in my D&D folder. It's DM folder. Okay. Here we go. Well, the best one I have is a supreme healing potion. These are a bit expensive, so if you want it, it's gonna cost you
How much?
5,000 gold.
Ooh, not that expensive. Let's go down a few pigs.
What is your price range? What are you looking for? I'm willing to work with you if you buy multiple.
A few hundred gold a piece.
A few gold pieces. So I do offer a superior healing potion, as marked here, is officially made by the Alchemist Guild of Artemis. This will be, each of these are 500 gold apiece.
All right. How much health do they do, Zach?
These heal 8d6 plus 8. These are Zach's modified potions, by the way. These are not 5e standard.
Those are the ones I bought with Elkis's money.
Yeah, they're exactly like the ones that Elka bought back in.
Do that again.
They're
Is
8.
Elka here with us?
I'll take. Yeah, she is.
How much are they? And
I'll take 2 of those.
Very good. That would be 1,000 gold. Now, if you, I am running a special. I suppose I should have started this off with that. If you buy 3 of these, I will include either 1 greater healing, which is 1 step down from this, or 2 regular healing potions.
I'll do 3.
Okay. And would you like 2 regular healing? Those do 44 plus 4. Or would you like 1 greater healing, which does 64
2.
plus 6? Okay. All right. Very good. That's 1,500 gold.
You got it.
There you go. And there's your 2 extra.
What's above a regular?
There's a greater. It's a 64 plus 6.
And what's the price on that?
It is 100 gold.
I'll take 2 of those.
Okay. 2 greater healing potions. Same deal for that. If you buy 3 of those, you get 1 regular healing potion for free.
Can't afford it.
That's fine. Well, if you do obtain more gold and you'd like more, then this is the place to buy them. I guarantee no one will have better rates than me in this city.
I'd be willing to throw down a little for you, bud.
Oh,
That's okay.
I've got things he may wish to have,
do you?
potentially.
Well, I'm willing to barter if that's what you want. I also have plenty of other potions that
Do I actually have anything?
that you may be interested in.
Oh.
I'm gonna. I've got some alchemy jugs, some rings of water walking, some wands of secrets, and some cloaks of the manta ray.
What's a cloak of the manta ray do
I actually don't know what those
Lets you breathe underwater, and you can swim like at the same speed as normal underwater.
Unfortunately, I don't take many magical items. However, those wands do interest me, as I do make my own wands and sell my own wands. Now, I'm sorry.
too.
I'm sorry. You said there are wands of secrets?
Yes.
As your DM opens up his DM's guide on the internet. Let's see here. One is secret, one is secret. Okay, that does not help me. Cost. There we go. Okay. I'd be able to offer you. Given the fact that I'd have to sell them, I could offer you, per wand, a superior healing potion.
I'm all right with that.
Damn, it's a good deal.
Or 500
take-
or 500 gold if you want the coin.
I'll take one, give one to my big friend here.
Okay. So you want the big guy, you still want the 2 greater healing, that's 200 gold. And if you want if you're giving, how many wands do you have?
2.
2? Okay, then that would be either 1,000 gold from me or 2 extra superior healing potions.
Give him one. I'll take one of those potions, give him the other.
Very well.
Nice.
Let me get you a ledger real quick, just because, unfortunately, in this city we have official trade that needs to be marked down for anybody that's.
Fine, I'm used to it.
And he'll start. What is your name?
Zane Rona.
Rona. Okay. Well, very nice to meet you, Zane. And what is your name, big guy?
Greg.
Great.
Wait a second. You were Dwayne at the last place.
No, he was not.
Why would I change my name?
I don't know, Bob.
Make a deception check, Ori.
What's my deception? I think it's pretty good. It is not. It's a +2. 19.
19. Yeah, okay. We'll see if he believes you. That's an insight for him. That's a natural 7, so he definitely believes you. All right, so Greg, any surname? Last name?
Rona.
Rona. Oh,
No.
so you're brothers. Oh,
They're married.
oh, you're
No.
married. Very
Yes.
well. Okay.
We are not married. We are brothers.
Oh, understood. You'll
What
write it
else,
down.
brothers, you know?
Right, right. No, I understand. Greg, Rona. Okay.
He's adopted.
All right. Well, here, and he'll hand you both a ledger receipt for your purchases and trade. If you ever, if those potions don't work, or if they for some reason become unenchanted, if you bring me back this receipt and bring back the potion with you, I will replace it for free.
They don't work. Wouldn't they be dead?
Well, maybe.
Mine don't work. Like,
Potions can become disenchanted. So if you find them becoming disenchanted for some odd reason, then you could bring them back. If they don't work,
That's-
well, they should work. Most of our healing potions have a 99% working rate. Sometimes they were brewed improperly, or they're just a part of a bad batch. But I tend to sift through them to make sure that they work perfectly fine.
Question for you, sir.
Yes.
So let's say he drinks one of your potions and he still dies. If we bring back like a limb, an arm, a hand, his head, do we get a reimbursement?
That's not how this works, unfortunately. I can't really. You'll see on the receipt that your return does not cover the unfortunate demise of those who use the potion.
So you don't guarantee them.
No,
Nothing's ever foolproof.
you have to understand how potion enchantment works. There's always granted, it's pretty high for me for the successful conversion.
Are you stating, sir, that I don't understand how they work?
I don't believe you do, Thaddeus.
You'll just see him like. Is there anything else that you need?
You forgive my friend, he's ignorant.
Muzzle.
Fine.
Is there anything on the sleeping potions I got from Andrea?
What do you mean by that?
Tag, like a label.
Oh no, they're just in a clear glass bottle with a weird little milky, like silky looking liquid.
Okay. Or he's gonna put those down the counter.
What can I get for these?
Hmm. Well, if you don't mind me, don't exactly know what they are. Do you mind if I use a little spell to identify what they are?
Go ahead.
You will sit there and use identify. Well, these seem to be just your ordinary botanical sleep aids. Well, I suppose I could give you. I can give you 5 gold per bottle.
How about 15?
Make a persuasion check, but the DC is going to be very high.
Is it over 21? I
Yes.
don't know if you can tell me that. I cannot.
Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know who made these, and there's no label on them, so I can't tell you if they're made by anybody who was sponsored and or registered at the Alchemist Guild. So, unfortunately, I can't buy them for more than 5 gold apiece.
Damn.
I need to get my persuasion up so we can rip more people off for more money.
Is
Buy
there
and resell at a higher value.
I think my persuasion's pretty high. What do I need to do?
I mean, he already failed once, so it's the DC goes up after a failure.
Next time.
Tis the rules of D&D.
Try doing that more, buying something and selling it.
Yeah, if you want to try, you certainly can. Yeah. Okay. Anything else that you need?
Nope, I think we're good.
Just so you're aware, I do sell any average potion. I do sell potions of climbing, potions of animal friendship, potions of water breathing, and occasionally I can get and create potions of invisibility, but the chances of those succeeding during the brewing process are very hard, so they are a lot more expensive.
What is? I'm sorry, I missed it. I was distracted by my brain. Your basic healing potions. How much are those?
Just the regular ones. They're standard price, 50 gold.
And that's the 40-point ones.
Yeah, those are the 44 plus 4. Yeah.
Oh, wait, what? 40?
4D4.
4 dice 4 plus 4.
Plus 4. Okay. Those are 50.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take 3, please. Make it 4.
Ooh, if you're buying 4, you get 1 extra for free.
Oh well, peachy keen.
So mark down 200 gold off your gold, and you get 5 regular healing potions.
You said 200, right?
Yep. Well, if you're looking to sell, Mr. Rona, if you're looking to sell any of your magical items or wares, I would try across the street.
I may have to do so.
Just so you're aware, I apologize. I did not introduce myself. My name is Noah. My sister owns the shop across the street. Although I don't know if she's in right now. You may have to try back. You could always check in there. But my sister Noelle lives over there. But I do not know if she's in again. I think she had an appointment today at the Royal Palace. So,
All right.
if you want to check and see if she's there, she may buy it from you. But if she's not, you may have to just try another day.
That's fine. I
My good
appreciate the
My good sir,
Yes,
may I borrow your time for just a short moment?
of course.
I came upon these potions, and I'm wondering what you think their value is, and is this something you might be interested in?
Are you talking about the ones that you bought from
Yes.
Andrew? So they are. I forgot to describe them when you bought them. They are in a circular bottle, glass bottle with. Actually, they have a label on them, and it says "Do not use under any circumstances," but in Elven. Um, and underneath that it says "Only if you want to." ... They are a pinkish, like a chartreuse pinkish liquid that glow whenever you hold them up to sunlight. As you put them down, he just looks at them. Well, of course, I'd have to cast Identify on them.
That's fine.
He sits there. He casts Identify on it. His eyes get a little bit wide when he does. Unfortunately, I'm legally not allowed to purchase these. Um, where did you find these?
We were adventuring. I don't know. We've traveled so much. We just got on off a ship, so
We nabbed him off a bandit.
yes. Thank you.
Roll a deception check. Because you
Which one?
no, I'm gonna say Thaddeus roll a deception check, but do it with advantage because Ori is assisting in the story. But the DC is quite high.
Oh heck.
Yeah.
I don't know what I rolled.
You rolled a 10. Yeah, that doesn't bode well. Right. Got him off a bandit. I would be very careful with those.
What do these do?
These were banned quite a few years ago because they alter the minds of those that take them. One would consider them they're not quite an aphrodisiac. More like a love potion.
Is that a date rape drug?
You bought. You bought roofies.
I cured them. I'm not sure how.
It would probably
Quaaludes.
it would probably be in your best interest to turn those over to an official alchemist because those are quite illegal to own, and if you get caught using them, you could go to jail for a very long time.
Okay. Well,
We should use him on this guy above board. No, we're not. Well, the idea's out there.
No.
trust me, sir. I just don't have any plans for them. I was curious.
Do you have any plans for them? Because if you do, then you have to roll a deception check.
No, actually, I don't.
Okay, well then,
I mean, I will roll a deception check anyways, but
please do, and without advantage. $12 insight check for him. Do be careful with them. They're technically not illegal to own, but they are an illegal substance to sell. So
We
please,
don't plan on selling them.
and they're also an illegal substance to consume or give to someone to consume. Do be careful, and just say, I warned you. Let's just put it that way.
okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes, you bought a you did buy a date rape drug, yeah.
Still might
I
be.
need to change my character's name.
Well, it's not technically a date rape drug, but it is a love potion that
Shut up, Todd. Stop.
is a love potion that could be used in that form if the person
Somebody
desired.
kick me out of the channel before I say something stupid.
We'll stop talking about it.
I kind of want to know what you're gonna say, Keith.
Then I won't,
TGM me.
I won't make my joke then. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anything else? He says with a half-cocked smile.
No, that'll be it for me at least.
Oh, okay. Well, you have a good day. He immediately, as you walk out, he just kind of like, oh, I need a,
I knew it.
I need a drink.
If Zach wasn't streaming,
Make a Thaddeus, make an insight check for me.
normal or
Just
with
a
advantage?
just a regular insight check.
Oh, my insight sucks.
10. Okay. You guys walk
can I
out?
make
Nope.
them
Nope.
2?
Oh, great! Now I'm being followed by authorities.
Nope. Only Thaddeus.
Okay. Ori would like to stop at the magic shop just to browse.
Okay.
if there's anything.
You walk up, and there is a giant sign on the front door saying "Closed for the evening."
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's not even that late in the day, though.
Why are they closed?
They did say that she might not be here today. She had work at the palace. But she must have been gone for a while if it says closed for the evening. It's not even midday yet.
We could go in through the back.
Do we want to get in? I might be able to help with that.
I just want to see what's in there.
I do not recommend that.
We got a sneaky fellow.
Well, Chester to Thaddeus.
Chester to Chester.
Are you guys trying to
Okay.
break into a magic shop?
Not me.
We, actually, is there like a big? Can I just look in there?
There is a small window that is on the door, and that is it, looking into the shop.
Okay. Somebody say a number between 1 and 20
Sweet Jesus.
out loud.
12.
Okay. I'm going to roll a d20 on the screen. If I get that number, I am going to attempt to break in.
I am not going to be part of this. I'm going to walk away.
Okay.
Okay.
I would have laughed so hard if you got a 12.
I would have too. I'm glad that we're not RPing another fucking heist.
Don't you hate that? Don't you hate when your group are fucking heists?
Yeah, I know. It's just the worst,
Is this
right,
the
Nate?
same shop that I got my cloak from?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No?
No, it's
Oh.
not. No.
No. We're never going back there either.
Or is that? Because
No, that shop.
city?
Yeah, no, that is in the city. No. Was it? Yeah, it was in the city. Yeah, because Elara went missing.
I'm pretty sure it was somewhere around here near the Merchant's Guild.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
around the
yeah.
Merchant's Guild, yeah. Okay. So, you guys, after some shopping, it's probably about noon by now. Is there anything else you want to do in the city?
I got what I wanted.
I'm good.
Thaddeus, make a perception check, please.
Oh, great. I got somebody following me.
We got the fuzz.
Oh, damn, nice.
Nat 20, bitches.
That's a dirty 20, not a nat 20.
No, that's a nat.
No, you
I'm
rolled
sorry.
a 16 plus 4.
It would be green if it was a nat.
Where are we?
Oh,
on-
did you say with advantage or
No, just
normal?
it's always going to be a normal roll
Oh,
unless I say otherwise.
oh, I see. Okay.
Okay. So, Thaddeus, as you're walking along through the city, you do notice you are being followed. By who, you have no idea. Every time you seem to turn your head, feel like you're being followed. You do have a little bit of instincts for this. they're not there.
I am going to send a message to Zane and say I am being followed. I need you and Ori and the rest to have some type of attention getting moment, and I'm going to disappear.
I'm just gonna look down and shake my head.
Ori's going to walk. Actually,
Like,
Ori can respond to this. So, Ori's gonna say,
I'm gonna walk behind you to cover you.
Okay.
and he'll just walk behind Thaddeus.
and I'm just gonna say the words good night to my friends, and I'm going to attempt to completely I'm going to turn down an alley and use my stealth and acrobatics to disappear.
Make a sleight of hand
And
check.
my robe.
Make a sleight of hand check and or a stealth check, just however you want.
Oh,
Damn.
That's a 31, nat 20. Okay.
Here's your next one.
Yeah, I see what you mean by the green.
Yep. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if whoever's tailing you sees it. They have to roll a natural 20 or better.
good
Which
fucking
doesn't have-
luck.
Okay, that fell off the desk. Okay, yeah, it's okay. You duck into a interesting. You duck into a alleyway and slip your invisibility cloak over. And with Ori kind of body blocking as you do it. And you are now invisible. And you're quiet because you have your boots of Elvenkind. So, you're officially nothing but a fart in the wind. You can't... No one can see you, no one can hear you. What do you want to do, Thaddeus?
I'm just gonna stand there for a while and let my group go on and watch in the direction that I was being watched from.
Okay. As they keep walking, you notice, you don't notice anything. You don't see anything. But two little boot prints following behind the group as you stand back and watch. You immediately get the sense that this person, being whoever, is invisible. Whether that's through magic or through themselves wearing a cloak of invisibility. They are slowly following behind the group, unaware of you disappearing. At least to your knowledge. Thaddeus,
Yes.
you hear in your head, Thaddeus, this is Elara.
Elara?
I don't know where I am, but there's this nice lady here, and she says we're going to be going.
Following me?
I don't know where you are. No,
Or
she's
someone from
no nice lady standing right. You hear in your head, Ori.
Ori will stop dead in his tracks. And say, how's he want to? He'll just say, Elara. His eyes will widen a bit.
Thaddeus, you'll then hear in your head, I don't think I'm in trouble. But she says we're going to be going in between two hills sometime. She says it will be near the city you're in.
2 hills in the city. Very well. Does she have someone following us?
You'll hear nothing. Ori. You'll now hear in your head the same thing that was just said to Thaddeus. Ori, this kind lady says that we're going to be going back to the city. But we're next to 2 hills, right outside of the city.
Can I roll insight to determine whether this is actually Elara or not?
Yeah.
Elara,
You hear nothing, Thaddeus.
what's your favorite cheese?
Silence. For you, Thaddeus.
The footprints that I see walking behind the group,
Mm-hmm.
are they still following the group?
If you're following behind the footsteps, yes, they are still following the group, except they have now stopped because Ori has stopped in his tracks.
That is a 21 nat 20.
21 nat 20. This sounds, hears, and from the, granted, I don't do the best Elara impression, but this sounds, and to your knowledge and to everything you know about your best little buddy, this is Elara talking to you in your head.
Okay, how many times a day can I use my communication thing?
So your message is different than sending. Message is a cantrip that you have naturally. So you could use it as many times as you want, but it follows the message cantrip, which means that you can only use it. It's very limited distance, and you can only use it on people that you are aware that you know of, and you know where they are.
Okay, I'm invisible side of Ori.
Mm-hmm. So you could talk. You could talk to Ori if you see. Yeah, you could talk to Ori, and it's. I think the range is 150 feet, 300
Can
feet.
I talk to more than one
Has
at
to
the same
be
time?
has to be one at a time.
Okay. I'm going to talk to Ori and say, I just heard from Elara. She's by the city, and there is a stealth person behind you.
That message does not get through because Ori currently has another voice in his head. Ori, she says bad things will happen if you don't get here. I can see the city.
Do I know it didn't get through?
You just hear silence.
Where'd she say?
I'm sorry.
Outside the city, she hasn't told us a direction or anything.
Elka?
All she said is that there's 2 hills outside of the city that she could see the city from there.
Elka, I just heard from Elara. She's near the city, and there is someone stealth behind you.
I'm gonna grab Zane's arm. I'm assuming that we all stopped because
Yeah, or he just kind of stops in his tracks and just kind of.
I'm gonna grab Zane and like tell him to bend over so I can whisper in his ear. Bend over.
Bend over, baby boy.
Oh, baby. I will.
I'm just gonna be like, I'm pretty sure we're being followed. Thaddeus says we're being followed.
Does he know exactly where they are right now?
He just said behind us.
Well, I could do something risky,
How many people are behind us?
right?
I mean, it's your standard city. I mean, there's people all about.
How close am I to the people?
Some people are within 5 feet of you. Some people are within 30 feet of you. This is
This would be a bad decision, so I'm not going to do it.
where you're at is kind of a busy intersection.
If we can get somewhere less busy, that would be helpful.
You could.
Can I throw some chaos into this?
Sure.
Because probably by about now, a little pigeon would fly up to Zane, and you would hear he would drop a platinum coin into your hand, and you would hear Horned One, while you are out, could you pick me up some leather workers' tools and an herbalism kit?
Yeah, sure.
And that's it. There's no response to it. And the bird just flies away.
Damn it. All right.
I can't remember. Is Beep with the group or is Beep back at the inn?
Beep is with the group.
Okay, so Beep's just following behind quietly, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, what's he gonna say?
Yeah, Beep.
It's very well spoken.
Yes.
Yeah.
I meant to do that earlier, but I
all
didn't
How
right.
get a
far
chance.
away? How far away from the inn are we currently?
Oh,
terribly.
not terribly too far away. The inn's up here.
Yeah, the end's like
Or yeah, sorry,
there-ish.
it's up here. So
Can somebody ping on the map where the hell we are? I can't tell.
currently we're here.
I'm going
just
to
just north of the Royal Plaza. In the Skyport.
I'm going to not say to anyone in particular, just out loud. I don't have anything. I can't think of anything roleplay wise, but just something that would be like, oh, if only Zane or not Zane, if only Vaten was here, we should maybe go get him. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Okay.
I have an idea. How busy is like this side street section here?
You look down at there's maybe a few people walking down it.
I'm gonna like grab Ori by the arm and kind of like drag him down a little bit into it.
Okay.
Okay.
And just let everybody else follow.
Thaddeus, you see the footsteps slowly start to walk behind in the dirt. And what you're going to continue following behind then? Those footsteps?
Yeah, I'm trying to drag my token over, but it's not working.
When we get to a spot where there's no civilians or anybody else, I'm gonna fall a little bit behind, and then I'm gonna cast. So bad. And then I'm going to cast Thunderwave.
Okay. So you walk down this road, this little side street, and there's maybe 3 or 4 people that are
I'm back where where you can see me pinging.
Okay.
okay. You are kind of aware of where Thaddeus is. You don't know if he has followed behind you closely or followed behind you at a distance or if he's following the footsteps. Thaddeus, you do see these footsteps follow behind very lightly, making light marks in the dirt. And they stop as soon as the group stops.
Can you drag my icon onto the screen?
I don't know where you're. Oh, okay, I gotcha. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to, but it's fine. I will drag it.
Okay. This is where I am.
Okay. So as everyone continues walking, I just rolled a perception check for your for whatever is following the group. They are now aware that Thaddeus is no longer there. They rolled a natural 20. They see you stop Zane. and immediately you hear footsteps. The street has now cleared. You hear footsteps run up towards your group, and then a jump, bounding up into the air, and you see on the house next to you, above you, you see a few tiles fall down. And then you hear a, well, sometimes the dice write the narrative. That's a natural 1 on his acrobatics check.
Bitch.
He goes to jump, and he can't quite get as high as he thought he would. And the tiles release from the top of the roof, and he falls flat onto the ground right behind you.
I'm gonna tell everybody to move, and I'm gonna thunder wave and slam him into the building.
That's a
It's a save.
dexterity save, but he's prone. He can still make it, but it's a disadvantage. Right?
Is it a dex save?
No, it's con save, so it's not a disadvantage. Okay, so that's his constitution is +3. That's a 15.
It saves a 16, so he fails.
Okay, so he fails. So roll your damage. It's a 15-foot cube.
2d8.
This is a really loud spell, is it not?
Yes, it is. But he's gonna get thrown 10 feet into the building at the same time. So, 9 thunder damage as he gets flung into the building.
Con save to see if he can keep concentration on his spell. That is a natural 2. So he gets flung into the building, and you hear, and then sliding down a wall, and immediately the invisibility spell drops, and you see Leon.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, god damn it!
Ori's going to immediately run over and grapple him.
Bro, what the fuck?
Wait! Oh, that hurt! What the fuck? Ah!
You can't sneak up on a guy like that!
What are you doing?
Oh,
Sorry.
Jesus! Well,
To be fair, if it wasn't somebody favorable, you probably wouldn't be alive still.
Yeah.
Ori's kind of like medium strength bear hugging him.
like a big like a uncle hug.
Yeah.
Sorry. Little birdie told me that somebody had obtained illegal potions, and when I got the call, I didn't know who it was, and then I saw you guys, and I couldn't believe my eyes.
I think you have the wrong idea here. It's definitely not me.
I'm just kidding about the illegal potions. I don't give a shit. When I realized it was you guys, I figured I'd just follow around to see what's going on.
Go
You
said
found
something.
any... Yeah, I know. It would have caused you a lot less pain.
I understand that
you
now.
You do understand the danger in that?
Yes, but... yeah, I
But
don't,
what?
How
Are
much
you
damage did he
stupid?
take from getting flung into the building?
Oh, that's true. You gotta roll the bludgeoning damage, which is a terminal velocity. I'm just gonna give him a d6 extra. That's another 5 points of damage. Only reason I was following you is because I wanted to see... I don't know. I don't always get to...
Bored?
Yes, I was bored. Fine, I was bored. I got the call.
You're
Realized...
supposed to be finding us our friend.
Yeah.
We have received message from our friend,
Oh, have you? Well, that's good news.
and then we get your distraction. I'm half tempted to kill you right now.
I'd love to see you try there.
Is that a bet?
I'm gonna smack Thaddeus.
I
Really
will also
hard.
smack Thaddeus.
You see a little bit of a glow coming from as you said that Leon or you see like a little bit of glow coming from his hand as you are grabbing him. But calm down. You got a message from your friend.
Yes. She's
Okay.
my friend.
Okay, I get that.
I will die for her if it means fighting you. Are we clear?
I don't think he's who you have to worry about, bud.
Where's
Or can you put me down? I'm sorry.
No.
I roll for that?
Do me a favor and roll an athletics check.
All right.
Or I think he was trying to get on that roof. You might want to help him.
Smack Thaddeus again.
32. No. 31.
You see his arms start to bulge out a little bit, and he poof, breaks your hold and flies up into the air and just kind of dances around in the air. He rolled a 32, a natural 20 plus 12 on his
Jesus
athletics check. When you said 32, I was like, holy shit. Or he just beat him, but yeah, so he brought, you know, I am your ally here. I was just bored. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're in a bit of a sour mood still since our friend isn't here yet. Or still missing.
Well, you got a message from her, so does that mean... Is that good?
Yes,
Is
but
that
then we were
bad?
distracted by you.
Okay, and I apologize for that. Do you know where she is?
Something about hills outside the
Hills.
city.
Hills. Well, we are surrounded by rolling hills because of the mountain to the north.
They said 2 hills.
2 hills. I don't know. I mean, I could look at a map and see what they're trying to think.
Okay. Anybody can look at a map.
You're quite you're being a little bit
Testy? Yes, you're right. Testy.
sharp
I'm not.
today. Yes, but I'm not the one to be testy with. I didn't know. I
You've
didn't
been
know.
following me.
Somebody soured his dough. It's okay.
Either way, I can think of 2 places outside of the city that where the city is visible, that has hills. There's one to the west, which is surrounded by water. And there's one to the east, that to the northeast of the city, that is all just rolling hills and plains. Did she only describe 2 hills?
Yes.
2 hills she could see the city.
Well,
No mention of water.
well, I've been to one of these places, and I could, in theory, get us there in a moment's notice.
How about right now?
Yeah.
We
We'd have
need to get the
go.
rest of our friends first.
we'd have to go back to the Royal Library so that way I can
Did you get us there, then get us to the hills?
Well, we should probably get Vaten first.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Go there, teleport us there, and teleport us to the hills.
I can't necessarily teleport without a magic circle. And I'd have to draw it here in the street, which just is legally not allowed.
Does anyone have a torp?
Let's just get going.
Yeah, let's just go.
How
get
about we hold him
Vaten.
down and I'll pour this potion
No.
down his throat?
No.
I thought you wouldn't use those.
That wasn't
Frankly,
my
I don't know why you
plan.
bought them if you knew what they did.
I wanted you, but that's a different story.
Is that true?
Is it
God
true? I
damn
don't know.
High or low?
Oh God.
Low.
No, fuck.
Oh no.
Maybe a little.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna,
Time out.
I'm gonna,
Corgan's message in the Twitch chat. He wants that cow cock.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna put a reaction. I'm putting a reaction image in general. Hold on.
Oh my god.
This is Ori's facial expression.
Or a
pretty much.
BCC. Oh my god. A big cow cock.
Morgan, I love you.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I'm not into elves or men.
Understood.
I'm sorry to break your heart.
That's
What will the
Thaddeus'
first?
live reaction to that.
Jesus Christ.
It's a fucking dice. Are elves really men?
They're humanoid at least.
There's Elka.
I'm
Jesus Christ, you guys. Oh man, that's funny. For the sake of sharing those reactions real quick.
I just throw it.
Hey, didn't I post a picture of my kids?
Yeah, your kitties?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
yeah.
right there. Look at the kitties. Okay, back to the story, please. Okay, so you guys are going back to the inn to go get God, we got sidetracked so fast.
This is a common occurrence.
I know. Okay. So you guys go back to the inn. To give Vaten, what are you doing when they come back?
I'm literally just sitting there like spinning, almost spinning a coin in my fingers, but it's just a little mini like disc of fire.
He's so cool.
Sick.
And I'll look as soon as they come in and go, Horned One, I apologize for the abruptness of my spell. I only had certain words. This one only had certain words. Sorry, I haven't talked to Vaten in a week.
What's happened to you since we were gone?
I'm just gonna look down and
Right?
just like
You
reach into my coin purse and hand you your platinum back and be like, we were already almost here.
Would you like to have a sip of this, Vatan?
Don't.
Vaten, you notice Ori's pretty drastically farther away from Thaddeus.
I'm just gonna look at it, head cocked, hear
Don't take
Elka
that.
say don't. Yeah. This one has had its fill.
Oh, but okay, I'll stop
Can
talking.
I smack it out of Thaddeus's hands to see, and maybe it'll break on the ground?
How many of those do you have?
He has 3.
Okay.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Thaddeus, make an athletics check, and Elka, make a I'd say a barehanded attack. So, I'd say roll a d20 and add your strength modifier.
Since I'm shorter and lower to the ground, can I have advantage?
Sure.
Sure.
Yes. 15.
It beats his 14 athletics.
I rolled a 9 first, and I was like, oh no.
Wha-bam! You send the bottle that is currently in Thaddeus's hand spiraling onto the ground. It's gonna roll a con check to see if it breaks. That's a natural 9, so it shatters across the ground.
Drop it in someone's mouth.
High or low, Ori?
Too scared to ask.
You
Let it be before my answer. Let me
Wait.
say Ori's pretty far away from this. Low.
Okay, you're fine. No, it's just all splatters out helplessly onto the ground. Some of it does like touch the like spray out onto your guys' feet, but you're not consuming it, so you're fine. And immediately Leon just kind of like pokes his head in because he stayed outside whenever you're getting about 10. Are you guys okay?
We're fine.
We should probably get going, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's move along.
Where are we going?
To the library.
Very well.
All right, the child in me just wanted to be like, your mom's house.
While we're on the way there, Elka, how tall is Elka?
3'5".
Holy shit. Okay. While we're walking, I'm just gonna like dig around really quick in my bag of holding, and I'm just gonna like hand you a ring of water walking. Just be like, please don't drown.
Thanks.
What just happened?
What do you mean?
You lose somebody?
Todd, his Discord
Oh.
froze.
Todd's Discord froze.
Oh,
Can
okay.
you hear me?
That's what the,
There
yeah.
he is, yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
heard the sound. I was like, what the hell?
I'll be right back real quick.
Sorry. Dog was trying to get into my trash can. Okay, so you guys make it. I'm just gonna say for the sake of time, you guys make it back to the Royal Library, and immediately, Leon like looks at all of you and just says, quickly, and he like grabs this little sign and throws it at you, Zane. Put this on the door, and it says "closed for the day" on the front door.
I will throw it up there.
Okay, thank you. All right. Well, we'll have to go into my teleportation room, which is in my study. So follow me.
All right.
And as you guys get in there, you immediately hear a sound of wind, swirling in the air, and as you walk in, you immediately look up, and the top of this room, it's cylindrical in shape, but the top of this room is completely does not have a roof. All you see is the sky above. And you look down on the ground, and there's these markings that are engraved into the very stone of this chamber. And as he walks up, he's all right. Well, this spell is a very quick one, and everyone must be standing inside of the circle before I activate it, or you may just get left behind. Oh, and make sure you don't move whenever I start the incantation. It might send you places you don't want to be.
What kind of places?
Could send you halfway across the world. Could send you spiraling out of control, like up in the sky, or it could send you straight into the ground, under dirt, where you'd suffocate and die.
My father always said to travel, so guess there is a bright side.
I would just best thing to do is just sit down.
Fair enough.
Okay.
My father told me if I sit down, he would kill me.
In what context?
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
also very concerned about this.
Were you never allowed to sit down? That is
were,
my
you,
concern.
were you made to stand your whole life?
Does your butt have explosives in it?
There's some circumstances to that I can't explain.
We may need to send you to therapy one day, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. All right, everyone, sit down. And he'll look up, and then immediately as he starts chanting this incantation, he's going to cast teleport. And when you look up, what seems like to be a roofless room, you see the sun slowly start to peer in, and you start to see the night sky spiral in. It's almost like you're sitting inside of a globe watching it spin as he starts to cast this. The ground, the floor where these carvings are cut into the very stone, it starts to glow this very pale light blue. And he's like, all right, you guys are ready?
Yep.
Off we go. He snaps his fingers, and all of you feel yourself. It's almost like becoming weightless for a brief moment and then snapping back into reality immediately, where your weight just immediately hits you back, like your body takes just this impact as you land on the ground, um, and you are now in this open field. Wind, uh, you do hear the same wind start to blow in. You're in a full green, lush area, very similar to the original plains that you traveled through when you first left Artemis to head towards Keister in your first ever job. The grass is tall, and immediately you look out and you see these two hills on each side of the path that you're on. They both have rocks on them, and standing in the center of this of these two hills, sitting kind of on the side of the small dirt path that looks to be a road, is a chartreuse pink colored little goblin girl that you recognize as Elara. And we will switch maps.
I thought you were gonna say, and we will end there. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
No, we still got an hour.
Too early.
So we're now.
And you're all fucked.
What's like there, Zach, or further back?
There's fine, yeah.
Can I lay down my token? Let's see.
If not, I will have to.
No.
Fuck.
What the heck and shit?
And then Thaddeus was having issues with his as well. Oops, I didn't mean to put it right on top of 10.
Yeah, I can't bring mine over.
It's there.
Immediately, her eyes pop open as soon as she hears you guys, your feet fall. She looks right over. My friends. And she just kind of like slowly starts to stand up, and then she just looks at you, and she just holds her hands out like to you, Ori, and just like squeezes her hands together like she's like, Ori.
Puppies.
Literally.
Ori's going to immediately, before anything else, run over.
Okay, you're gonna.
I would like to. Yeah, I would like to know.
With a 15 insight, you start to look in with your pass. It looks like Elara. It sounds like Elara.
I'm going to use my telepathic messaging and send a message to Elara.
Okay.
That I know Elara and say, is that you I see across the field?
You hear silence. And Ori, as you run up to her, you pick her up, and you can pick her up, and immediately feels like Elara, same weight as Elara, looks like Elara, sounds like Elara. Ori, I'm so happy to see you. Okay.
Ori, that may not be her.
This one agrees. Where is the pet?
But I'm me. Who else could be me?
Ori tilts his head and sees that Froggy is missing. Say, where's your pet?
Oh, Froggy. He's over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and. Sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and touch Elka and cast a spell on her.
Okay.
I will hide it from the group, but I will tell you and her what it is.
Okay. Boop's token is now here either. There we go.
Is your favorite flavor of cheese?
Well, that's a trick question. I like all cheese. Okay. About 10. So you cast that on Elka? And you're casting on her or just her?
Correct.
Okay.
I can only do it one person.
Okay. And as you ask where's Froggy Ori, she points over to this tree. And you see sitting on the stump a blue little frog. Just sleeping there.
Can I roll I'm gonna roll. Can I roll Arcana to see if there's any magic
Yeah.
coming up?
You guys don't
Or
trust
just-
me at all. How that this just it feels hurtful.
If it,
Good.
Don't take it personal,
Good.
but you fucked us.
he's seeing if it's the same, because Ori and Elara have been together for a while. He's seeing if it's the same like kind of magical essence or energy. Seeing if it's similar.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
14.
To your best knowledge, granted you are not skilled with magic yourself, you are used to feeling magic all around you. You're in a group full of casters and people who use magic on a day-to-day basis, along with Elara herself being one. To the best of your knowledge, and for everything you know, this feels like Elara. Everything about her feels like Elara. When you look at Froggy, however, it's a little off.
What's wrong with Froggy?
I'm gonna say you don't know if it's because there's been a plane shift or if it's because something else is wrong with him.
Is Froggy? Oh, he's sleeping.
He's sleeping over here on this little stump right here.
Can I roll a perception to see if there's anyone else around?
Yeah. In fact, if everybody wants to, you certainly can. You can make a group perception check.
Oh
Well, that's
man,
pretty good. I got a 21.
Okay.
I got a 16.
I'm rolling like ass.
16, 15, 14, 13. Elka, Beep.
Rolled a 9.
I know Beep said I know Austin said he was going to be right back. I don't know if he made it back yet.
You may not have.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago when he said that.
Or no, sorry, I fucked mine up. It's a 19. Still
19.
good though.
It seems with your group perception, you can't see anybody else around other than Elara and Ori's hands and Froggy sleeping on the stump. You do notice on the path that it's a lightly traveled path. That's right, Leanne is with you as well. I just remembered.
That's why I don't trust you. You got a high level character with us.
Actually, I don't.
And I just threw against a building.
It's okay. He's fine.
Ellen.
I threatened to kill him.
Yeah, you did. That is true. Where the hell is? I thought I had Leon's token.
Oh, I killed him.
Well, for now, Leon is going to be seen as a fairy.
And that's fairly accurate to his biology.
Yeah, or it would be pixie.
I see what you did there.
It's pixie, I think, is the actual term for it.
Leon, would you like to take a sip?
I have a stat block. I guess I didn't save his token. There it is. Okay, that is not what Leon looks like at all. But
No judgment.
it is gonna have to do for now.
Play Queen.
Pixies only have 1 HP. That's certainly not his hit pool.
You would be dead.
He would be dead. He would currently be dead, yes. Zane would have killed him. Your only employer so far.
It's a shame he already paid us.
Apparently gonna just take out the whole bloodline.
Yep.
Leon's
Where's the brother now? Him.
Leon's just kind of casually observing.
Next up, Regicide.
And his insight check and perception check was not that big, so he doesn't see anything out of the ordinary. Although you do see that this path is relatively slightly weathered. Looks like people have traveled down it occasionally, but it seems to be not that well traveled. And you look around this, it's just rolling plains and hills going on for a very long time. Um, or just as you hold on to Elara, you do notice something about her with your 16 perception check, being that close to her. You do notice that her hair is as it's normally brown, but you do notice it does have a little bit of a golden sheen to it. That's not normal. Um, looks to be. It's almost as if there's like she added a little bit of highlights to her hair, but it's not like you can't totally tell. It just seems like she mixed it in there to make her hair look a little bit golder, a little bit more blonde.
Uh, for the record, I'm going 100% stealth.
Okay. So you're gonna put your cloak on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I am going to advance in this direction.
Okay.
Let me know if I need to roll anything.
Okay.
Or he's going to say, this seems too easy.
Wait, what do you mean? I came back here with a nice lady, and then she went back to her home, and then she dropped me and Froggy off here.
Or he's,
Did she say that out loud?
Yeah.
I'm going to send her a message and say, Elara, what are the names of your parents?
You'll hear in your head back. I don't know. I was dropped off at a really young age. I was just a baby then. Ori's the closest thing to a parent I have.
I'm gonna walk up and take a look at Froggy.
Okay.
You said it was over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I notice anything
As
different, untoward?
looking at him, he looks like Froggy. Same old Froggy. Alara's gonna look at you. Oh, don't mess with Froggy. He's sleeping right now. He needs his beauty sleep. You should know that, Vaten.
This one just didn't want predators to spot him.
Okay. Well, just don't wake him up. Do you want to do anything else with Froggy?
Yes, but I don't know what yet. I'm gonna go ahead and take a pot out of my chef's tools, cooking tools, whatever the heck they're called.
Okay.
Find a good Y-shaped stick on the ground, and kind of do the classic, like lean-to slash box trap from all the cartoons.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that over Froggy.
Okay.
And yeah, I think I'll just leave it at that for now.
Okay. Froggy doesn't move when you do that.
Is Froggy alive?
Make a medicine check. Froggy isn't breathing. He does seem asleep, but he isn't breathing. He's not. His lungs are not moving when he sleeps.
I'm going to kind of screen my hands from Elara, like have my back towards Ori and Elara,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on Froggy.
Okay. As you do that, Froggy vanishes in front of your eyes.
I immediately grab my spear, and the frog was an illusion.
What? No, Froggy was with me. I was holding on to him when we came back.
Okay, insight that.
Yeah.
Seven.
You believe her.
The real froggies were the friends we made along the way.
I am on like high alert right now.
And seeing you do that, I also would be.
Or you look up at Elara. And as you look closer and closer at her, things begin to... It's almost like an uncanny valley moment. You look at her and her eyes are not the same color. Her hair is slightly different colored. Her skin is a slightly lighter shade of pink than it normally is. Blinded in your excitement to see your best friend, you didn't notice this when you ran up and grabbed her. And as you start to realize this, she smiles at you. And her teeth are normally jagged. When you look at her, her teeth are uniformly sharp. And she just, what's wrong, Ori?
Ori's going to set Elara down on the ground and kneel down. And he's going to say,
When we first met, what was I doing?
Oh, you were, of course, doing the thing. I don't know, you're hitting things? You're hunting in the woods, right?
Vaten.
Yes, large one.
Come here.
Walk over. I'm gonna stay 5 feet away from Elara.
Well, shit.
So we'll walk
The jig
over.
is up. And you'll see Elara just disappear in front of you.
Fairy fire.
Wings flapping. You look up.
Oh, okay.
Can I attack?
Elara is no longer there. And you look up and you hear wings flapping. And you look up. And there is what looks to be the silhouette of a giant dragon coming down from the sky. All of you notice that there is the same colored scales as the bronze dragon you had saved the day before. And as it lands, it's going to look at all of you. I'm very sorry, but I needed to draw her out somehow. And Elara will disappear. And once I find it, the same dragon, but bigger, is standing over you.
as soon as Elara would disappear, Ori would draw his weapons.
Okay. You see, my mother is actually a very kind woman. In fact, she's so kind that she's bound to come out of her little hiding hole if I were to, per se, murder all of her students' friends. So, go ahead and die for me. Roll initiative, please.
Okay.
Do I get an attack of opportunity because I'm stealth?
Yikes.
No, you were not, because it is a... Actually, I need everybody, as the dragon lands... I need everybody to roll a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
These are my worst ones.
Alright, let me go ahead and get
Or
initiative
the-
timer up.
For the wisdom 19.
18 for the wisdom.
18 for the wisdom, 27, 18. Wow, you guys are rolling really good on the wisdom saves. This is really lucky, actually. Okay, and then gotta go ahead and add. And we'll add Leon's token. That's not him. Immediately, Leon's like, shit. So 19 for Ori. Zane, what'd you roll for initiative? 7. Oof. Thaddeus, what'd you roll for initiative?
I haven't rolled initiative. I am stealth.
Yeah, I understand that. Which I'm gonna say will give you well, it's just gonna allow you to be unseen and okay, 24 on the initiative. Wow, good roll. Vaten, you already have yours up, so I'll go ahead and Elka with the oh, Zane, Elka, you poor.
Yeah,
You know what? It's fine. They'll do all the work. They'll do all the work. I'll just sit back and relax.
Right.
Is
Corey's got this.
Austin, Austin, are you here? Okay, I guess he's
BRB.
yeah.
A little while ago.
Yeah, I guess he
Kill.
he may have laid down and never came back.
Rip.
All right, so that's a 10 plus 4 on his, or 5 on his initiative. So that's 15 for Beep.
Beep. Hill Thaddeus.
That was a 23 for wait. No, it's only 20 for Leon. And then the dragon gets plus. Oh, its initiative is actually pretty standard, but it did roll really high. That is a 19 for its initiative, but it does get a surprise round on you guys, which it used its. Is that a bonus action or is that an action? That is an action. So it already used this action when it landed as its surprise round. So it cannot. Does it have any bonus actions? It does not. So all right.
If you go into the gear menu under the initiative tracker,
Mm-hmm.
if you hit that little gear, there should be a way to just have it sort descending.
Oh. Holy shit. Where has this been all my life?
There the whole time?
Yes. Okay, Thaddeus, you are invisible. However, when you went invisible, I rolled to see if he noticed you putting on your cloak, and he in fact did notice you putting on your cloak. So he's aware of your.
Whoa! I had it on to start with.
So you just showed.
He came into it.
Wait, you had your cloak. Oh, that's right. You never took it off. I forgot about that part. Okay. Yeah. So you're invisible completely. So it is your turn. That means you get sneak attack. And I'm gonna say because you're invisible, you are rolling with advantage for your attack. This music is such a bop. I love it so much. I'm so glad I found it. 24 to hit. Hits. So roll sorry, a Beep needs to roll a wisdom save. Oh boy. And Leon's immune to being feared, so, or being scared. I need to find if Austin isn't here. Will you please pop up Beep's thing? Thank you.
I did 18.
18 points of damage. Okay, there we go. Wisdom save for, Beep. You see Beep immediately, as you go to attack, you see Beep, like, turn around. Or become frightened. You see Beep turn around and, or start shaking rapidly, because Beep's back here. You see Beep start shaking rapidly as this dragon lands and roars. Beep starts shaking in his boots. He is now afraid of this dragon. Sorry, you said 18 total? Okay. I need to...
That's not with any poison, so.
Okay, gotcha. But it's immune to poison.
Is the dragon's dex higher than my 14?
It is actually yours. Yeah, you're faster than it.
Okay.
Because its dex is 0. Well, no, it's 10, I think, or 11. It's 10, so it gets a +0 to its modifier. Okay, so Thaddeus, you attack and immediately it jolts back and it just looks down and it's like, where are you? But it's doesn't really seem to phase the fact that you just stabbed it a little bit. So, anything else you want to do on your turn, Thaddeus? You're still invisible, technically, because you're wearing items and not using a spell.
Not unless anybody has a suggestion.
Nope.
Yeah, go fish.
294. Okay. That is interesting. All right. So that is your turn. It is now. Let's see here. It is now Leon's turn. Leon's gonna kind of stretch a little bit. It's been a while since I've fought something. I might stay back and heal. Do I want to fight a dragon? You guys got this, right? Yes?
No?
Very well. And he's going to throw his hand up in the air, and he's gonna cast Scorching Ray at 2nd level, and send some Scorching Rays at the dragon. Misses for that one. Hits for that one. Hits for that one. Misses. Okay, so it hits on 2 of them. So that's It's a D8. It's 1D8 per. It's 2D6. So it's 4. It's 10. Is it immune to? Okay, gotcha. That's 10.
I was gonna say I'm watching this very closely to see if it's immune or resistant to fire.
Okay. 17. Okay, that's 17 damage. Leon is just gonna be slinging spells from the amphitheater, or the back seats. My brain doesn't do math very well. Okay. That is, Leon will then bonus, actually he's just gonna use his speed and fly up onto the hill just so you can get a better look at the fight. But that
Did it look like his Scorching Ray do full damage?
Yeah, it looked like it. It plunged into the scales of this dragon, but it doesn't seem to have like necessarily hurt the dragon, but it's definitely done some damage. You can see the scorching marks on its scales.
Cool.
Ori, it's your turn.
Ori's can move right here. And can he get advantage from where Thaddeus is?
You are technically flanking it, yeah, but this is a it's a
big guy?
yeah. I don't know if flank. Let me just check
I
flanking
think if
rules.
you can draw like I think from what I heard, if you can like draw like a line from where the other person is.
The line passes through opposite borders of the opposite space, including corners of those borders, and the opponent is flanked regardless of size. So where you're at, technically, no.
Oh, okay. All right, that's fine. I think that's pretty much it. From where he could actually attack, I think that's as best as he can get. Yeah. He'll attack with his glaive.
Okay.
Roll strength. That passes. Attack. A 20. Oh, what's it to hit again? Oh, okay. 26 to hit.
26 hits.
And roll damage. Uh, 36 damage.
36 damage. And this is with your
Does
glaive.
that's light? It has lightning. Do you want me to do anything? With
How much lightning damage was it?
6.
6. And what was your total damage?
36.
36. Okay. You.
Is that what I said?
Yeah. 36.
Okay.
So you immediately notice that the lightning just kind of trickles off its scales, almost with no effect.
I'll take that out then. And I'll use extra attack. A natural 19. It's a crit. Oh, strength. Actually, that can be. Well, I'll roll strength real quick. To pass. I did it in the wrong order. Do you want the natural 19 to be a strength check or?
Yeah, let's make that the strength check.
Okay,
Just-
then to hit would be a 23.
23 hits.
Okay. $31 damage.
31 damage.
Lightning.
Without lightning? Gotcha. Okay.
Then action surge.
Okay.
Glaive again. Strength check. It's a pass. It's a hit. That is a 26 to hit. Damage. $33.
33. Okay.
And extra attack. Strength check. Pass. It's a nat 20. Nine, 18, 27. Wait. 9. 9, 17. 25. So 25, 50. 56 damage.
Damn. Okay. Let's see. My brain ain't working too good right now. I gotta use a calculator.
It's okay.
That means we done did good.
And then bonus action axe.
Okay.
That's a nat 19. Now this is physical and radiant. So let me.
Yeah.
I guess just let me know afterwards what you want me if you want me to do anything with that.
Just roll full damage on it.
Okay. Well, 21, 5, 31 damage.
30.
4 radiant.
31, okay. As you see Ori just like full rage mode cut into this thing, which if my math is correct on this, Ori just did 61, 24. I'm sorry, how much did you say for the axe attack? It's 25, right? No, 30.
31.
31, okay.
I believe, yeah. Yeah.
5 plus. Ori just did 181 damage in one turn.
It's 5. Yeah, I'm good.
With
That
action, with
is-
action surge, to be fair.
Yep. Yep,
but
that is everything.
that is. I'm trying to do math here. My brain doesn't. As soon as you carve into this thing, it immediately looks at you and just says, "You die first." And it's gonna look right at you, and it's going to. It's gonna stare right at you, Ori, and you're gonna see its. You're gonna see its mouth start to glow with this pale blue light. I'm gonna need. We're gonna draw something real quick. Roundabout. Ori, I'm gonna need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. That is a 20, not natural.
You just
Dirty for me.
You just barely saved. Okay, so you take half damage. So it's 63 divided by 2. So that's
31 and a half.
So you take 31 points of lightning damage, Ori.
Okay.
It's now going to just look at you and smile, and it's going to start slowly flapping its wings a little bit. But that is the end of its turn. It's not going to be Vaten. It's your turn.
Can Ori say something?
Yeah.
Ori's gonna, after he takes lightning damage, he's gonna look up at it and say, "Weak." Spits on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Double check to make sure that I'm not doing anything dumb here. What am I looking for? Where is it? There it is. I'm blind. That's why. So I'm gonna go ahead and take. Depending on how Ori's not looking like seriously hurt or on death's door or anything, or even bloodied at that point.
There's some smoke coming off of them, but yeah, there's.
He has a little over half,
Okay.
I think.
Um,
Yeah.
I will go ahead and 5, 10.
Maybe. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a little quiet, I think.
Yeah, my headset just died. So I'm doing the built-in computer mic. I'll grab another one after my turn. I'm actually gonna go 5, 10, 15, kind of skirt around. I'll go ahead and drop a. No, you know what? Hang on. I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna take a step back. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop a second level flaming sphere. Kind of opposite. Come on, there we go. Oh yeah, wonderful damage there.
Dex save.
Yep.
Okay. It failed, so it's gonna use one of its legendary resistances to take half damage.
That's cool. But I'm gonna go ahead and just drop it like there-ish.
Okay.
And is it 20-foot radius or 20-foot diameter? Oh, 5-foot diameter. Okay. So.
So you hit it for 1 point of fire damage.
Yeah.
It tickles it a little bit. It's more of an annoying little pinprick than anything. Okay. Anything else you want to do?
Other than actually make this thing the right size. No, I think that'll do it for right now.
Okay. It's gonna use before Beep's turn. It's gonna use one of its legendary actions. And it's going to use. Let's see here. Which one will it use? It's gonna use its wing attack. So I need each creature within 10 feet of the dragon. Okay. So I need Ori and Thaddeus. Even though you're invisible, it affects you. You're gonna see this dragon start to beat its wings really, really fast, and you're gonna feel wind coming off of its wings. I need Thaddeus and Ori to make a dexterity saving throw, please. Actually, it's within. I upped it actually 15 feet. Are you within 15 feet, Vaten? You are. So I need Vaten to make a dex save as well.
19 for the dex save.
Okay.
Did I hear that I needed to make one too?
Yes, you're within 15 feet of it. Ooh, don't mean to move that. And Zane, I think you're clear.
Well away.
Yeah. 12. All of you failed. Even with a 19 from Ori. All of you take 2d6 bludgeoning damage. So that's 11 plus. So all of you take 18 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are now you are all knocked back 15 feet from where you are. So Ori, and it'd be in a straight line. So Ori would be, that way. And Thaddeus, you'd be knocked back into this hill. And all three of you are now knocked prone because of this. The dragon is now going to use, with that legendary action, it can fly up to half its flying speed. So it's going to fly up. It's not going to fly its full flying speed. It's only going to hover about 10 feet in the air above you. Just to look down at you. Okay, so that is the legendary action. It's now Beep's turn, which I did get a message from Austin. One of his friends is having a moment that he needed to help with, that had to drag him away. He's on the phone with her, so he said that he'd be back as soon as he gets a chance.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah, you. It's your turn.
Oh,
We're fighting a dragon. Hello.
My bad.
You are.
Is anyone hurt?
Oh yeah.
Okay, who's really hurt?
Ori.
Ori, but he's currently
Miles away from me. Yeah.
90 feet away from you, and you are. I rolled for you. The dragon used frightful presence, which means you had to make a wisdom saving throw, and you rolled low, so you are technically afraid of the dragon. So anything done facing towards the dragon is done with disadvantage. And you cannot move, I believe, let's see here. Frightened means you cannot, I don't think you can move towards it, right? Is that how you can't walk towards the dragon?
Can't willingly move closer to it.
Okay, so you can only move side to side or in a diagonal way. You cannot move directly towards it, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he could run straight north side of the map. It's not technically towards it.
Technically, you are running away from it, yeah. So you can move, to use my measuring, you can move like that way, or that way, or that way, or backwards, or you just cannot move directly towards the dragon.
Okay, so... Oh, I can barely move. That's great. Alright.
Sorry, I rolled like shit for you, buddy.
No, it's okay. I am going to make a move like 30 feet. Well, let me try 30 feet. Okay, so I'll go like there.
Okay.
And then I'll do Bardic Inspiration on Zane.
Okay. So that's a D8 now, I believe.
Yeah. And then can I take cover behind the stump?
If you want to use that as your action to hide, yes, you can. I will allow that.
Okay.
Yeah, you can take the hide action.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
All right, quick mic check. Am I back?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, perfect. Thanks.
Yep. Jenks, I need to turn you up.
You need to take your clothes off, though.
Let's not do that. We're still live.
Oh,
That's
God.
after the fight.
Okay, so you're taking your action to hide, you Bardic Inspiration, you do your full movement. Okay, that's your turn, Beep.
Yep.
Zane, you are kind of up and close and personal with this dragon now.
There's
Can I just
no
make
way.
a point that I technically get to go first because I
Yeah, Elka's ahead of me.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Elka,
didn't put the 0.19 so that you wouldn't mess it up.
Elka, you are 90 feet away from the dragon. What do you want to do? You also have that spell that Vaten casted on you, mind you.
What did it get? I don't what got cast on me?
Vaten cast jump on you.
Oh, I don't.
That might be DM's discretion though, because it only lasts for a minute.
I'll
when I left.
I'll allow it. Yeah.
What does it do? No, I didn't get anything.
Triples your jump distance.
Does that work with my rabbit hop?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's super cool, actually.
All right, so I'm gonna run 30.
Okay. Right here.
Thank you.
Yep.
And then I'm going to bunny hop. I get to go 45.
Holy shit.
Is that within range?
That is within range, yeah.
Stab it.
Just as planned.
You are now 5 feet from the creature, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Do like a lunging attack, that'd be cool.
I've got a dirty 20.
Okay.
And an 18.
A dirty 20 hits, 18 misses.
What? Oh Jesus.
It's a dragon, y'all.
Fuck this guy.
Do you know what level we are, bitch?
Yeah, and this dragon that I'm throwing at you is well within your challenge rating. So.
Dungeon Daddy.
He said it.
Let's say it.
Yeah, he said it.
Thaddeus takes 4 points of
Thaddeus
bludgeoning
is
damage for slamming into the hill. I actually forgot to roll that damage. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, Thaddeus.
You're an asshole. But I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 7 piercing damage and 9 ice damage.
7 piercing damage and 9 ice damage. Okay.
I'm gonna do my extra attack, which did not hit, and then I'm gonna action surge and do it all over again.
Do it.
All right, I've got 24 and a 19.
24 hits and 19 just hits.
Woohoo!
I want to look at.
Okay, so you've got 12 piercing and 5 ice damage.
Piercing and 5 ice damage. Okay.
And that's also not gonna hit, so I'm done.
Okay. Sorry, it's 12 sorry, you said 12 piercing and how much ice damage?
5.
5, so 17 more. Okay. All right, it's looking a little hurt. The dragon. Before.
Is he still levitating?
Yeah, he's still. Oh yeah, he's. I'm gonna say you're able to swing at his feet. He's big enough. I forgot he was 10 feet in the air, but yeah, you're able to swing at his feet. Okay. It's gonna use its last legendary action to fling its tail down at Elka using a tail attack.
Stupid bit.
To hit. What is it to hit? Ooh, that's a 23 to hit.
Barely.
Okay. It's not that bad, damage wise.
Only 45.
That's cocked. Okay, that's only 16 points of bludgeoning damage. That could have gone a lot worse. 16 points of bludgeoning damage, and it's just damage. It just smacks you. But that is.
Grab onto his tail.
You've already used your action, so no, unfortunately not. You just get hit by it. But that is its legendary action. Zane, your turn.
I'm going to kind of, if I can hold my shit, sidestep to there, and then I'm gonna cast a little spell action on you. I'm gonna do a level 2 Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Okay, what's the save on that?
16 Dex.
Dex save. It failed, but it's gonna use its last legendary. Second legendary resistance to succeed.
Oh wait, I thought you already said it used its last legendary.
No, so there's a difference between legendary action and legendary resistance.
Okay.
Legendary resistance allows it to succeed on a failed saving throw 3 times a day, and a legendary action happens every time its turn. At the end of every one of its turns, it can roll to see if it gets it back.
That's not what that does.
For the dragon, it is.
I know. I'm just gaslighting you.
Yeah, this specific dragon's legendary actions are on recharge, so you have to roll to see if you get them back.
According to Webster, you're wrong.
Bonus defensive field, and that's all I can do.
Okay, so it doesn't take any damage, right?
Not according to that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't take half damage or anything. All right. Or be covered. I see. So yeah, that's your turn. Top of the order, it is Thaddeus' turn. You are currently prone, knocked against this hill.
And I still get, because it's facing the other way, I can move in and make a sneak attack.
Let's see here.
Well, you are still invisible.
He's still invisible, so
you're invisible, but it is 10 feet in the air, so you'd be swinging at its feet.
It's engaged, though, correct?
Currently it is engaged with, yeah, so you get sneak attack damage if you hit. $20 to hit just hits.
You can say yes.
Plus sneak attack. 3d6. So 24.
9 plus 13 is not 24. It's 21. Or 22,
21.
sorry.
22.
Yeah.
I went the wrong way.
It is, after that is looking, its feet are looking bloodied. You see a little bit of dragon blood start to drop down. Okay.
Would I've had a chance to, with my extra action, add a poison to that?
You would have had to do it before you attacked. So next turn, if you have the chance, you can do that. But you have to do it before you attack. Attack.
Okay.
Yeah. But okay.
I wasn't sure, being that I was prone. So.
Oh, prone. Yeah, you just use half your movement to stand up. So. Okay. So that is your turn. It is now Leon's turn. He's gonna look around and try to see what's going on. I need to look up the details of the spell.
Puppy.
Dance, baby, dance.
I'm just trying to find the range, and it's in a... Okay, so he's going to use a 5th level mass healing word and place it right here in the center. So, did you just take a claw to the lip, Todd? Are you okay?
Oh.
Oh no.
That
Well, shit. Okay, 1d4 plus your spellcasting modifier. Okay, so it's okay. So it is.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Godspeed.
So it's 44 plus 2 plus shit rolls. Shit rolls. Oh my god. Ori, Zane, and Vaten. It's in a 60-foot range. Instantaneous. Yeah. Ori, Zane, and Vaten, you all heal 20 hit points.
Oh,
That's
well,
pretty good still.
I'm glad I took that heal.
I don't know if you're injured
right
yet,
back.
Zane.
No,
not anymore.
Okay.
I wasn't hurt and I still ain't.
But that is... Yeah, Leon can't do anything else. Ori, you are prone, knocked 10
Yeah, he's
feet
gonna
away.
use half his movement to get up, walk over here. That's all of his movement. And attack with glaive.
Okay.
Strength check. That is a pass to hit. That is a natural 20. Oh wait, that's with advantage. Still, what? It's still anyway. Let's see. 32 damage.
32.
Without lightning or anything.
Okay.
Just physical. And extra attack.
Go for it.
There's another nat 20.
Oh my god.
Uh, 62 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Really?
Jesus.
Ori's going to leap up, stab its foot with its glaive to try to pin him to the ground.
Okay.
He's gonna climb up to its neck and just start hacking away at its neck with both its hands with its axe.
All right. So yeah, Ori just like full rage
Like
mode, just
cutting down a tree.
yeah, just climbs up its body with his glaives and starts hacking down on its neck. As the dragon hits the ground, it looks up at you and says, "This isn't the last time you'll see me."
Then I'll kill you again. Just fucking hacking away.
As you're hacking away, you see its tongue start to stick out and its eyes just gloss over, and it falls down. As its body hits the ground, it starts to disintegrate.
Before it does that, can I try to get some scales? Or is it way too
It's way too fast. And as this happens, you see its body start to just almost disapparate up into the sky. And immediately, as it does, it shoots up into the sky, into this bronze, like gold, greenish, swirling bit of magical energy. It goes straight up in. And as it does, you hear a voice come through that portal. My troubled son, I see you finally decided to come home. And you'll see its essence, the body of this dragon, just like, it's almost like its soul, shoot up into this portal. And as it does, you'll hear through the portal, "You've done well, my friends. Your friend is ready." And as that happens, as she says that, you see a little sparkle of pink come flying down through the sky, floating down very gently. And then another voice rings throughout out through this plane. "I see you have passed my test. She has passed my test, and this test was yours. Bear fruit to your labor, and enjoy everything that comes after." Ori, the doll that is still strapped to your head, falls off. Snaps because of either the ensuing battle, the lightning breath that you took, or whatever. It snaps and falls to the ground, but as it does, this pink little figure slowly floats down with a little blue frog on her head and lands right on top of your head, sleeping.
Corey's gonna immediately pick her up off her head, or off his head, and triple check and make sure it's actually her this time.
She opens up her eyes as you grab her. And with tears in her eyes, the same goldish orange looking eyes that you're used to looking at, stare open. And she just goes, "Ori?" Let's roll on tonight's session.
Immediate hug. Big hug.
You all have leveled up.
Ooh.
Hey!
Augers. I
And
gotta
that's-
see what I get. I don't remember.
Oh, there's a short rest and long rest button. I don't know how long it's been there, but it's the first time seeing it.
Yeah, they just added it, yeah.
That's super cool. Do you just click it and it?
Yeah, it does, I
Oh,
think.
yeah,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, it does. All right.
Flash Genius.
You guys have leveled up to level 7. Go ahead and roll your hit die whenever you feel like it. Ooh, okay. There you go. Oh, you can re-roll the 1.
Okay.
Yeah. I allow you to re-roll 1s on your hit dice for whenever you're leveling up.
7.
Hey, that's a pretty good one. 10.
How do I get a D10?
I rolled a 7 on mine. +3, baby.
That's a 1.
Wait, did I do it right?
Yeah, you
That's
did.
a 10. Wow, let's go, baby!
Yeah, so
I
you
did.
roll your hit die and then you add your Constitution modifier.
So that is
Oh, that's 3. No, I did it right.
What is this that I'm getting?
plus 3.
Flash
That's
of
13.
Genius.
Todd, are you okay, buddy?
Yeah. Did I roll my saving throw for cats.
No. So just you can go back and rewatch the moment, but
Oh, you're gonna be so fucking mad about this one.
okay. Dragon died, opened up a portal because its soul was lifted up into the sky, and Elara fell out of the portal and landed on Ori's horns. And you guys have leveled up.
Sweet.
I just got something disgusting. I just want you to know that.
You always get something disgusting.
I got Flash of Genius. It's great.
No, you did not. Fuck you.
Yes, I did.
I thought I heard you say that. God damn it.
You want to know what it does, friendos?
I know exactly what it does.
Tell me.
When you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an ability check or a saving throw, you can use your reaction to add your intelligence modifier to the roll.
Oh.
I can use this a number of times equal to my intelligence modifier, minimum of once. So,
Did I get a cat
Did you get a cat?
as a familiar?
Yeah,
No.
cat just jumped out of nowhere and attacked your face. That's your familiar.
that was pretty wild.
Yeah, I had to go back and watch it.
If you roll a nat 1 on your
that was-
familiar, it attacks you instead.
Don't tempt me. I'm gonna make that a thing. Works for wildfire spirits, dogs. You
Hey, fuck off. And then I get, I think, one more spell slot.
but
If,
congrats.
if
Or,
your
uh,
officer rolls a nat 1 when firing a weapon,
I
like
do.
a gun, does it jam?
Yes, actually.
Oh,
Mhm.
That ones are jams for guns in my world.
For a remarkable athlete,
Mhm.
so if I make
Three.
so if I make like ability checks, I can add half my proficiency bonus.
Really?
I'm just wondering if that's what that means.
Remarkable athlete. I'm gonna Reddit it and we're gonna find out. Yeah, you add half of your proficiency bonus rounded up to strength, dex, and con checks you aren't proficient in. So you can only add it to those that you aren't proficient in.
Yeah, I mean I don't add my proficiency bonus to ability checks.
Yeah,
that's
so
all right.
so you can add if you're not well. That's the whole point of being proficient in skills. Is that if you are not proficient in that skill, so say you're proficient in athletics, so you add that little check box. Anything that's not checked on your character sheet that you're not proficient in, because you get to pick like I said like 6 at the beginning. Any of those that aren't there, that aren't checked, you can add half your proficiency bonus to, if it's physical. That includes...
That include ability checks?
Yes.
Okay.
So anything that is strength, dex, or con related checks that you aren't proficient in. And is rounded up. So you're currently level 7, so the proficiency bonus is now +3. You would add say you're not proficient in stealth. If you're rolling a stealth check, you would add a +2 instead of a +3.
Okay. I think you can go in and put half proficient.
Add
Let me go and do that. Where did that go? Oh.
I don't think it it doesn't affect your initiative. No. What are you giggling about?
A spell that I had no idea existed.
Oh, yeah, I know about that one.
Yeah, that's new to me.
What the-
That might be fun.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'll be right back.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. I've been waiting to get this one out of the way for a while now. We're going to be diving more into what this means next session, because Lexi should be back next week to reprise her role as Elara. So until then, Corgan, thank you for hanging out. I saw you chatting most of the night. Thank you for just staying on and hanging out with us. If you guys want to go check out our shop and maybe buy a little bit of our merch, I need to adjust some of these pictures. you see like the white borders and stuff on them. Those need to be. Sorry, my OCD's kicking in here. Like the borders need to be adjusted. But either way, if you want to go check that out, you can either ! merch in the chat, or you can go down in the panels if you're on if you're watching this on Twitch and go that way. But anyways, I appreciate it, Corin. Thank you, and I'll catch you guys next week, Sunday, same time, same place. Have a wonderful night. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.